welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy, and on this channel we do DIYs, wood signs, and there's always tons of laughter. Today we are still working on some Christmas DIYs, so grab your cup of coffee, get cozy in your Christmas sweater, and I also want to say thank you to Pipishell for sponsoring a portion of today's video. With that said, you guys, let's hop into these Christmas DIYs.
We're going to start off with a Dollar Tree house and then, Target house. Okay, one thing. And this was a foam sticker, so that was super easy to get off. Then I decide, you know what, I'm going to add crimson and I'm going to paint this. Well, after 2 coats, I finally realized the lettering wasn't covering and I was not about to do a 3rd and 4th coat. So I grabbed my little pack of scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby and I decided to go a different route. But before that, I thought I would show you with this little house, we're painting it antique green, 2 coats on the front and the sides. Now I'm taking the scrapbook paper and I knew that I needed to get the roof off because there was a little bit of the ledge still showing. So I ran my heat gun over it to loosen up that glue, and then realized it also had little like nails or tacks in there, which I was like, oh dang, okay, Dollar Tree. So I popped that off. I sanded all of the paper and the red off of there. Then I traced out my house onto the scrapbook paper, and y'all, this scrapbook paper seriously is what took this up from being Dollar Tree looking to, I feel like, very elegant and something that you would see at Kirkland's, and it is so my vibe right now. So I get some Mod Podge, and I don't know about y'all, but like I either go ham on the Mod Podge and like go overboard, or I don't put nearly enough on. Let me know in the comments if you found your groove with Mod Podge or if it's a never-ending battle like it is with myself. You could also attach this with glue sticks, hot glue, you do you, but I will say that this worked out very well for me. Now we are going to smooth that out. I'm going to let it dry. And now we're going to grab our Starbond super glue and I'm going to use this to reattach the roofing on this. And look at, oh my gosh, I love it. Now I'm going to take some twine. This has some gold little strings in there. I think I got this from Michael's in like, you know, their little basket section by the checkout. And instead of doing a messy strand of twine, I'm going to do a nice, neat. I know you guys, this is different for me, but I swear my style changes seasonally, okay? And I definitely think that instead of doing like the rustic messy look and doing this neater look, it elevates the look of it. So now I'm going to take these little ornaments from Walmart. These are in their little mini tree decoration section, and I'm going to tie that on to the twine. And then to cover up me tying this on, I am going to grab some dried eucalyptus leaves that I got from the thrift store, and my first time using it, probably had them for 2 years. I'm going to glue that on, and then I'm going to take some pine cones. These are just the pine cones from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue those on there as well. Now, we can't forget about the little green one. I'm going to do the same twine on this one, wrap it like I did the other one, and the little ornament, this little house was too short, so I couldn't hang it on there. So what I did was hot glued it. And then, of course, I took another piece of a eucalyptus leaf, hot glued that on, got a pine cone, and then I got my little pearls. And I thought that this went so well with the scrapbook paper that we're using on the big one because it had like these white berries on them. So the combo, it just tied everything together. And this was my favorite DIY out of this entire video. I just think that they look so, I know I use the word regal, but like they just look fancy to me, and they're definitely the style that I'm going for this holiday season in my home. So I'm going to be really proud to put them up in my bookshelves, and I hope you guys like them too, and let me know if you're going to be trying these out this season. And now a quick word from our sponsor, Pipishell. So you guys know that, or most of you know, that I just recently moved into a new home. So when they reached out to me, I was like, yes, I could use that. So they're available on Amazon. And y'all, their ratings are amazing. 4.7 out of 5 stars for all of those ratings. And it is a heavy duty wall mount. Let me tell you, okay? It swivels right to left. It moves up and down. I mean, I love this. It was such a great thing for us to get because one, it's a space saver. Two, I feel like it's a lot more safe having it up on the wall versus like on a hutch or something because of our kids running around and being crazy. And let me tell you, it was so easy to put up. I mean, I wouldn't know myself, but like from what my husband said. So it came in a heavy duty box, not this box. It came in like a bigger box than this. It came with a template, which I have not seen before. Montgomery and I were definitely observing the process and making sure that Dad was doing it right. It had directions on how to place the wall mount. And like I said, the template was amazing to have in this process because we were able to measure where we wanted it on top of the fireplace. And once he found out where we wanted it, he got his chalk pencil, he marked the holes, and then we were able just to go right back on top and knew where to drill to put our screws. It came with all of the hardware and everything. And once John was done with this, then he just drilled it right in. This was easy. You guys, this took him about like 30 minutes to do, no joke. And he drilled those in, and then he put the backings on the TV. And then I'm going to make my fancy debut in my pajamas to help him hang it onto the mount itself. And you guys, we love this. The way that it's able to swivel, and then you can turn it behind it and it tilts downwards, which ended up working out for us because we put it up just a little too high. But you guys, this thing is heavy duty, totally worth the money. I'm going to put the link down in the description box for you, and hurry up and get it while it's on sale. Thank you again, Pipishell, for sponsoring a portion of today's video. This next DIY, we're going to take 2 of these jumbo popsicle sticks. You can use the smaller sizes as well. I'm going to start by cutting the ends off of one of them, lining it up, and then I'll use my pencil to mark off a spot. I will cut that second piece. Now, I am trying to figure out, we're going to do a Santa's key, but this is going to be one that's a little fancy. And I just want to make sure that I have enough room to see the key with the wording and some ribbon. So once I find the length, then I just, again, mark it off with a pencil. And you're asking, why am I using 2 pieces? I'm using 2 pieces because I wanted this to be sturdy. I didn't want to use one piece where it looked really thin and brittle. You could also use a paint stir stick, but y'all, I don't know where any of that stuff is right now. So we're working with what we got, going back to the basics. Now I'm taking my drill and I'm going to drill a hole. You could also attach something to the back of it, or even if you have a thin enough ribbon, you could attach it to the middle and then glue your pieces together. Now I'm taking Cashew by Waverly, painting the front, the back, and the sides. And with my wet paintbrush that I just used with the cashew, I'm taking antique wax and I am brushing it around my edges. I like doing it this way because it didn't make the antique wax look so dark and harsh. It made it like a lighter brown, which I really liked. And then with whatever excess I have left on my paintbrush, I am going to brush that down the middle, and then I do the back as well. Now I take my little cutout, Santa's key. I will make sure I share this with you members, the SVG file. And then I'm going to take this fabric, I'm going to cut a little notch in there and then pull it. It ended up being the most perfect size. Now I'm going to take one of my weeding tools to help me weed it through the key. These keys I have on my Amazon, in my Amazon store in the description box. They come with a huge pack and they've lasted me for years. All right, now we're going to take that little piece of fabric, stuff it in the hole, string that through, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot. Now, the hole on my key was so small that I knew I wasn't going to be able to fit the fabric and the ribbon and the twine in there. So what I'm doing here is just getting my little shiny ribbon, tucking it behind the fabric, and then tying another knot. I'm going to flip it around, grab some twine, tuck it behind that little fabric, and then I will tie a knot on the top, and then we have a really cute hanger. And y'all, this would be so cute for your grandbabies, for nieces, nephews, for your kids to give them like the night before Christmas. I know my kids would have loved this last year, and to be able to like maybe put it outside, you know, like on the porch or something like that for Santa Claus. So now we are taking some Dollar Tree signs. I'm going to pop them out. You guys, check the back because some of them have the sawtooth hangers screwed into the back. So if you're wondering like why it's not coming out, that is why. So after I get the backing off, I'm going to take some more scrapbook paper. Again, I got this little packet at Hobby Lobby. They still have it. It's like a vintage scrapbook little pack. And I'm going to trace the backs of them onto here and then cut them out down to size. I'm going to use Mod Podge. Now, I know a lot of people use glue sticks. I just feel like the Mod Podge is a way of making it last for more than one season. And I could totally be wrong. Like if you're somebody that uses glue sticks and it's lasted forever, then awesome. But in my mind, I'm like, there's no way it could last that long. So I like using Mod Podge. So again, we're doing this second one. You guys, this green one, I didn't realize that it had like a faint picture of like a music sheet on the background, and I totally put it upside down. But anyways, so now I had somebody comment that I don't cover the back of my pieces anymore. And y'all, to be honest, I am trying to give you the most quality DIYs I can while also trying to be like a mom and pick up kids and have sick kids and a blind dog, and it's a mess here. So I'm doing what I can when I can, and sometimes I have to sacrifice not doing the backs because of time constraints. So I apologize. So this was me saying, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I do the back. Well, you know what, I did it a little too soon because I shouldn't have done it right now. So you'll see why later. This is why. So I am hot gluing some ribbon. This ribbon was really sheer and you could see the hot glue through the first layer. So I had to do 2 layers of the ribbon on there just to make sure you could not see the hot glue through it. So I am overlapping these, and you can do 1 thing of ribbon, you could do 2, you could do it like overlapping right in the middle of your square. You do you. So after I'm done overlapping these, I am going, and this is where I'm like, gosh, just do everything first and then cover the back of your sign. Then I'm going to do a 1 loop finger bow. I have a real-time finger bow tutorial in my description box for y'all. I'm going to cut the, what do you call those? The tails down. We're going to hot glue that to our overlapping sections right there. So adorable. And then I'm going to pop this right back in, and you could use super glue as well, which I do with the second one. This one just like fit in there like nice and tight. And this is when you would cover the back. Okay. Not before like I did. Now I'm going to take this really beautiful shiny ribbon. The things that you find when you move, y'all, let me tell you, I've been finding so many gems that like I forgot I had. It's been real nice. Now I'm going to make a 2 loop bow. And again, I'm going to put that on the intersection of where my ribbon is. Then I'm going to take my super glue. I don't suggest using hot glue because it definitely creates a little barrier between the frame and the backing and doesn't allow it to pop into place that well. And after this, you guys have yourselves these cute little vintage presents that you can use anywhere within the house. Again, so very much my style this holiday season. They will probably go on my bookshelf or on the sofa table, and I will cover the backs up, okay, so nobody could see that. Now, something y'all love, not cutting boards. This is actually a breadboard, it says on the tag, and we are going to create a snowman. So I'm using my antique wax and a baby wipe. I'm going to dry that up, and then I'm also going to take one of the the popsicle sticks, not the tiny one, not the large one, the medium size one. We are going to cut the ends of it off. I thought this was the best size for the size of this little breadboard. And now we're going to hot glue that on. You could already see this little guy come together right here. And then I'm going to take white. I probably should have done this before I put the brim of the hat on, but it still ended up working out. So, so we do white. Make sure to get the sides and the bottom as well. You don't have to do the back because that's stained and looks beautiful on its own. Then we are going to take some black. Now, I didn't want it to be stark black, so I got a little bit of black, and then I took off the excess on a paper towel, which is to the right of me, just to make it look a little bit more worn. You guys know I like seeing some of that wood in there. Now, taking a synthetic makeup brush with a round tip, I'm going to draw my eyes on. Now, for those of you that aren't great with painting, I would say a paint pen would be a lot better because you have a little bit more control over it. Then I'm going to do my nose. I do my nose on this one instead of like a really like straight triangle. I do it a little bit more like rigid so it looks more real. I don't know. Okay, and then I create my happy face. And you guys, it's so funny because so many of you called me out when I didn't put a smile on my previous snowman. But for me, the smile creeps me out. I think it looks weird. But let me know, do you make your snowman with smiley faces or without? Now I'm taking that same ribbon I used earlier. I'm going to hot glue it on the sides, and I do end up hot gluing it on the back too. I am going to knot this up, and then we need to accessorize the hat. So I'm taking some greenery from Dollar Tree, and then I will take some red berries also from Dollar Tree, and I will hot glue those on. Then, of course, I add a pine cone because I can't stop, and this little snowman is going to be so cute for a tiered tray. You could also drill a hole in it so that you can hang it with some twine. And I thought, how cute would it be to gift this to teachers with a little gift card tucked into the back of the scarf? I think I'm going to need to make some of these for Everly and Everett's teachers.
So that is the first couple DIYs. I don't know about you guys. I know a lot of people just start crafting in December. Not everybody's like people on YouTube and starts crafting 2 months before Christmas. So let me know down in the comments if you are just now starting your Christmas crafting or if you've been doing it for quite a while now. I cannot wait to decorate our new house. We are doing it this weekend, which was the weekend before this video comes out. And I can't wait to sit down and watch Santa Claus with Tim Allen. And he came out with a new one on Disney. So I'm just like, I'm waiting. I want the whole house to be all Christmas and I want to get cozy and watch it. Anyways, back to DIYs. And y'all know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the DIYs, if you're digging this channel, then make sure you like and comment. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying this content and they're more likely to share it with other people. I have all my links to TikTok, Instagram, our Facebook group down in the comments. So check all of those out. And with that said, you guys, let's go ahead and get back into the DIYs.
Last but not least is this little cutie here. So I'm taking 2 of the Dollar Tree signs and I am using my super glue to connect them together. Now, this sign would be like crazy easy if you were wanting the wood to show. Sorry, the baby is not having it. And then I am going to hot glue that together. I'm going to tape off the front of these signs so that I don't I don't want to get the red on the front. So I paint it with Imperial Red by Folk Art on the tops and these sides. And I know that I'm going to be painting the front with white, and that's why I taped it off so I didn't get the red on the front and then have to try and cover it up. So I do 2 coats of white on the front and then I do it on the back. And of course, as I take the tape off, learn from me. If you're looking for a very chippy look, here we go. This works out, but that is not the look I was going for. So we'll take a break there. I'm going to take these Christmas trees, also from Dollar Tree. I'm going to fill the holes with some hot glue. Then I'm going to take Antique Green by Folk Art. I'm going to do 2 coats on the front one coat on the back. After those are dried, I am going to take this copper puff paint from Arteza and I'm going to fill in those stars. I really liked this color and I knew it needed those stars filled in, but I didn't want to use like a gold glitter or anything because I didn't want them to look kitty. I really wanted this to look like a higher end item. So that's why I chose to go with the copper look and fill those in. Now, I repainted the red, but as you can see, it didn't do much. So I took my IOD stamps with some black ink and I thought, you know what, if I put this over it, it will hide a lot of those imperfections that you can still kind of see. You can't see it here. I will give you a close-up, but I just meet up this stamp. I kept getting so confused. I was like, what side did I use? Where do I connect it? It was a process, but I got it. So I'm going to stamp that all the way around, and then you'll see right here, look at, so you can still see some of the imperfections, but not as bad as it was. Now taking some cubes, also from Dollar Tree, I painted them the same color green, and I am going to hot glue them to the back of the stem of the tree. Maybe that's not the right word. Anyways, the trunk. No. Yes. Okay, and then because I needed a little more, I grabbed the copper and I'm going to add just a little bit of dots here. Then I lay them out, not lay them out, but I place them beforehand to see where I want them. And then I'm going to I say then a lot, huh? And then, no, and then. Okay, anyway, sorry, I screamed, sorry if I scared anyone. And I was going to say, and then again. And, okay. It's just a process. I think I'm just going to say it over and over. So after hot gluing all those, I get this image from Cricut Design Space. I'm going to put that on. It's nice, it's simple and easy. I take that off. It looks so good. Look at this text. Love it. And look at how good it turned out, you guys. I think I'm going to put this in the little window in my kitchen. I love the font on this Merry Christmas design and how the trees turned out. And then you can see a little bit of like that stamp on there. Love it. You guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I appreciate you all so very much. Hope everybody's having a great holiday season. And thank you again, Pipishell, for sponsoring today's video.
Fudge Masickle. You know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the DIYs, if you're digging this comment, then like and comment. It lets YouTube know that you're enjoying my show. Ha! Okay. Freak. Man, I'm a hot mess. But look at how cute this sweater is I made. Christmas vibes, and it's so cozy. You guys, I hope you are having an amazing holiday season. I hope you're able to share it with your friends and your family this year. And know that I am thinking about you, and I'm always feeling very grateful to have all of you be a part of my life and watching my content all the time. And I just appreciate you guys. Happy holidays.